All right. Week 6. We missed a week. sometimes you just, sometimes it's just not fun playing fantasy football, man. Sometimes you just lose all your guys. You just lose two starters randomly, and then they're just like, we're just not gonna play them for 2 weeks. We're just not gonna play them for 2 weeks, and it's just like, where did this injury even come from? Fuck. All right. Anyway, let's just get on with the picks. I went 3-3 in week 4, so I'm 10-8 on the year. Let's go to the handsome team. Week 4, PB got 201.6, and then week 5 is 192.6 by David. So nice job there. Ugly team of the week 4. 94.1 Mitch, and week 5 100.1 Mitch, and that's not so good. Game of the week is gonna go week 4, Oscar versus Max. Oscar won by 19.7 points. In week 5, Freddie versus Max. Freddie won by 14.5 points. So 2 close losses in 2 weeks where my guys were just out. No excuses. Everyone's dealing with injuries too. All right, we got Max versus Ryan this week. I'm gonna take Ryan. He's got the better QBs. We got Freddie versus Jose. I'm taking Freddie there. I think it's gonna be a close game. I think I'm taking the stars. Freddie's got a little more star power than Jose. We got Oscar versus Young. I'm taking Young because if CD's out, Oscar don't have the Dallas stack. We got Mitch versus Joe. I'm gonna take Joe on that one. I think the flex will be the difference. And then Kyle versus David. We're gonna take Kyle there. He's got the QB difference, and then last matchup is PB versus Boom. And I think the RBs are going to be the difference in that game. See, it just feels like we're just watching a new starter go down every week. These injuries do not stop. Hopefully they stop. It's just like these guys don't even play through injuries anymore. They're just playing 2 games, taking 2 games off. My hamstring hurts. I got a little calf problem. My knee's sore. And they're just out for 2 weeks. Let's see. Mitch has the most points against. Tough. Jose has the most points for. Nice. Let's see. The buys are coming around now, and the injuries are starting to pile up. Lots of dudes out. Let's see. MVP race. I got Josh Allen, and then second place is Baker, and third is Daniel Jones. Honorable mentions going to Goff right now. Rookie of the year. I've got to go Egbegbu. I'm calling him the new Justin Jefferson. He doesn't beat you with speed, but he's got the best route running and great hands. But he doesn't kill you with speed. He's just a really good wide receiver. And then probably Ashton Genty's second place right now. And then third place, I would say it's a tie between Tyler Warren and Quinshon Judkins. Just Judkins coming off no practice, missed 2 weeks, just stepped in, and he's arguably a top 15, top 10 running back. Maybe top 10, top 12. He's up there. Honorable mentions, I'm going to give it to Omarion Hampton, even though he just went down with an injury, but he might have a chance to come back later on in the season and turn it around. Let's see. Let's go through the AFC. We got the Jags keep winning. Oh, no. Hold on. No more undefeated teams in our league and in the NFL, and the Jets have no wins yet. I thought Aaron Glenn would cook a little bit, but Fields is not good enough, and they're saying Sauce isn't good now. They're like, he hasn't improved since his rookie year. It's hard to say they're wrong. Let's see. Jags keep winning ugly. They keep winning, and it's not pretty. But if they can clean it up, they'll be a solid squad. We got Colts versus Jags for the number 1 seed right now. Where are we as a... What's going on in the league? There's no way you would ever say that going through the preseason stuff. Chargers went from 3-0 to 3-2. The Chiefs keep losing close ones. And the Broncos are just hanging around. I like the Broncos' chances if they keep just hanging around. But, I mean, the Chiefs are just hanging around too. They're 2-3. The Broncos are 3-2. The Chargers are 3-2. See, Bengals, I think the Bengals panicking for no reason. All right, it's a brutal schedule right off the gate. And Burrow got hurt. I don't think the Bengals would look that much better with Burrow in. And then, you know who's in the top seed right now? The Jags. Guess who they lost to? Jake Browning. So, they think Joe Flacco, who was 1-3, is going to do better than Jake Browning? I don't know, man. And he just lost his job to Dylan Gabriel. What are they doing? Why didn't they at least go get Jameis? You're paying a 5th. You might as well just pay a 4th. Go get Jameis. What's wrong with that? All right, Pete Carroll's doing some fuck ass shit in Vegas. He's like they drafted Jackson Powers Johnson. They're playing him at guard, even though he played center. He was one of the best centers in college. They just moved him to guard. All right, Jacoby Myers wanted to get traded 2 weeks before the season started. We got Amari Cooper signed with them for 2 weeks and then retired. And Geno's looking terrible. So, Mike McDaniel's on the hot seat. His seat is on fire, actually. It's probably melted off right now. Does he make it to week 8? I don't know, man. I don't know. We got a fluke win that saves Brian Callahan's job. Yeah, I don't know how many weeks that saves him, but he's out of there sooner than later. And then we got the Ravens are all injured, so what are you going to really say about them? All right, in the NFC, we got San Fran keeps winning even though they're super injured. And it's funny because last year, they didn't do that good, and Christian McCaffrey was like the only one that got hurt. I guess Ayuk, too. And I don't even remember if Debo was hurt or not. No, Debo wasn't hurt. He was just terrible. Yeah. So this year they're 4-1, and CMC's been healthy the whole time, and Trent Williams. So that's the squad right there. That's the squad. It wasn't the whole Nick Bosa and Fred Warner and Kittle and all the other guys. It's just been CMC the whole time. Everyone just looks better when CMC's in there. And I feel like the rest of the teams, it's the same as last year. They got the Lions, we got the Bucks, we got the Eagles. They're all still good. Talking about winning ugly, Eagles. And they barely lost last week. The teams are going crazy. They got I would say the Bucks are one of the funnest teams to watch. I wish Bucky Irving wasn't hurt. He's one of the most fun running backs to watch, but I would say Baker is definitely the funnest QB to watch right now. And they got Egbegbu. Let's see. Seahawks are also a good watch. If Kenny Walker ever gets, Kenny Walker ever gets going. He's the home run guy. Charbonnet's the Charbonnet's the base hits guy, you know. He'll get you his 3-4 yards every time, no matter what. And Darnold, Slam Darnold, he's just throwing bombs. That's all he does. He's a franchise quarterback now. Right? And the O-line's getting better every week. And Mike McDonald's got a solid defense over there. Let's see. Commanders, a bunch of injured guys at their skill positions, but they're figuring it out. And then let's see, the Rams. What's wrong with the Rams? They're good, but something's wrong with them. I don't know what it is. I just don't believe in them. I don't know what it is. They're good everywhere, right? They got a good quarterback. They got a good running back. They got 2 good receivers. Their O-line, maybe that's the problem. Because they got a good D-line. They got, I don't know who their linebacker is. They never really had a good linebacker. I guess I don't know who their D-backs are either, but I mean, it's, you know. Let's see. Vikes 3-2, but they have no identity. They've been winning and losing badly. They win pretty, they win ugly. They lose pretty, they lose ugly. Just too many injuries to tell what the squad is like. Cowboys, we got a top 5 offense, but a bottom 5 defense. If they could figure, you know, something out to help the defense hold it together, I think they'll be all right. I would say Schottenheimer's been a lot better coach than people have been giving him credit for, at least from the start of the season. I think he's just going to be Jason Garrett 2.0, but I mean, hey, they're a little too much money's on the offensive side, I would say. They just need a D end, honestly. They just need a pass rusher. Let's see. We got some surprise trade candidates. We're going to say Tony Pollard. We got Jacoby Myers wants to get traded. Mark Andrews. I heard he could be on the move. Tony Pollard or Calvin Ridley. I would trade them. Let's see. The Saints. Those guys. Kamara, Olave, Taysom Hill. I'd trade all those guys. We got Cam Jordan on defense. DeMario Davis. Trey Hendrickson, maybe, the Bengals. Who knows what they want to do if they want to keep trying to win. I mean, they're 2-3. They have more wins than the Ravens right now. Tariq Woolen might get traded. He's a big cornerback. He's like 6'3" cornerback. He'd be sweet on the Vikes. I don't know if they want him. Christian Kirk, he's like an old receiver. It depends who's looking for what, but, you know. Let's see, some tight ends like Pat Freiermuth or Cole Kmet. Bears probably want to get Colson Loveland going. Cole Kmet's taking up all those snaps, and then Pat Freiermuth. I don't know if Arthur Smith wants to ruin his tight end room like that. He's got 3 good ones he likes. Let's see, Packers. Maybe they trade Dubes or Wicks. Those are 2 guys. Maybe Watson. And then my biggest surprise trade candidate, DJ Moore. I don't think they like him. I don't know. That's just how I feel. Let's see. Bill Belichick going out sad. It's kind of sad. It is kind of sad. He's already looking for ways out of his contract. I think he asked them to buy him out. They're saying the coaches can't get in touch with him on their bye week. I'm thinking. All right, I'm thinking the Dolphins fire Mike McDaniels, and Bill Belichick steps in and swoops the job that way. All right, and then final question just so I know you watched the video, tell me who you think the median QB is. So there's an average quarterback. If you have a quarterback better than him, you don't need a new quarterback. But if you have a quarterback below him, you need a new quarterback, right? So my median QB is probably, I would say it's, ooh, I would say it's Trevor Lawrence right now. I think if you have a quarterback better than Trevor Lawrence, you can win a Super Bowl. All right, I don't know about that far, but you have a franchise quarterback. Yep, Trevor Lawrence is my median quarterback right now. You could, I wouldn't throw. I don't even think Kyler is a better quarterback than him, honestly. But Kyler is right there. Kyler is probably 17 if Trevor Lawrence is 16. All right, that's my median QB. Who's yours? Like, comment, subscribe. Stay handsome.